Like, how many of you guys told yourself, I'm going to start eating healthier when my schedule calms down? Here's the thing, you guys. Life doesn't slow down. There's always going to be another work deadline. There's always going to be another type of event. There's always going to be another reason why now isn't the right time. Hey, you guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Macro Hour with Nikkiey Stott, co-founder of WarriorBabe. And on this podcast, we talk about mindset, methodologies, and tactics that will help you lose body fat, build muscle, be strong, and feel insanely confident. I am your host, Nikkiey Stott, and welcome to today's episode number 235. And today, this is almost like in every other episode or majority of the episodes on the Macro Hour. I just want to hit you guys with some real talk, some tough love about something that I feel like is holding a lot of people back. What do you guys think that is? Like, if you guys could just take a moment and in your mind, what do you think is, which is unrelated to like fitness, nutrition. It's something that we do every day in certain different situations, depending on whatever it is, but we do it every day in some fashion. What do you guys think is this thing that's holding so many people back? The thing is waiting. Like, waiting for the perfect time. Waiting until life slows down. Waiting until you feel ready. Waiting until Monday. Waiting until the first Monday of the month. Waiting until next month. Waiting until your kids go back to school. Waiting until summer is over. Waiting until summer starts. But you guys, here's the truth. Like, there is literally no perfect time. Life isn't going to just like magically open up space for you to start chasing after what you want to do with your changing your body composition or getting in better shape or gaining more muscle or figuring out your menopause symptoms. Like, it's not just going to open this wide magic door one morning and be like, here you go. This is a time for you to start making a change. Like, you won't wake up one day and just be like have this unlimited motivation and you're going to have absolutely no distractions. And like, there's a perfectly clear path forward with this open door in front of you. Like, that is not going to happen. If something is on your heart and on your mind consistently, day in and day out, like if you keep thinking like, I need to lose weight, I need to get in better shape, I need to understand why I have brain fog, I need to understand X, Y, and Z that's happening right now. If it's on your heart and it's on your mind, guess what you have to do right now? You have to act right now. Because action is the one thing that's going to change everything for you. I've been doing these WarriorBabe success interviews. If you guys go to our WarriorBabe.com and you guys go to stories or success stories or something like that, it's on our website. I've been doing 3-4 a week for the last 5 weeks. And specifically the one today, got to give Paige a huge shout out. We were talking about how she saw WarriorBabe online on Facebook and she saw the video and it resonated with her, but she didn't do anything. And she kept like coming back to it and it kept showing up. There was moments where she was like, I'm going to wait until my son, his birthday is over or something like that. And I've heard it in so many other facets from other WarriorBabes too as well. It's like, I'm going to wait till work slows down. But with Paige specifically, there was like, she was going through this chronic pain. She had all of these things happen to her over an X amount of time. She was uncomfortable in her body. She was living off of what I like to say respectfully, like a victim mentality. Like, she wasn't taking ownership and responsibility for the things that she could change in her life. She was letting her circumstances run her day to day. And she wanted change. Like, she wanted to feel better. She wanted to lose weight. She wanted to do things that she wasn't able to do in the moment then right there. But she envisioned these things that she wanted to change. And some of you guys, like, if you have it on your heart and on your mind that like you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you're not feeling comfortable in your skin, or you're sick and tired of the brain fog that you experience because you're putting your phone in the fridge and you're looking for your keys all over the place, but they're really in your hand, like, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to change something. Like, if it's on your heart and it's on your mind, you have to act. now. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's like, I don't know what I'm doing, even if it's like, I could fail, I could mess up, I'm not going to be perfect. Who the freak cares? If you start taking action, things will start making more sense. And also more things, more opportunities, your reticular activating system, like things are going to come into your space that are going to support the evolution of where you are going. Okay, so this is like everything that I want to talk about today. I want to first talk about what I kind of just nailed on was the illusion of like the perfect time. Like how many of you guys told yourself, I'm going to start eating healthier when my schedule calms down. I'm going to commit to the gym once work isn't so crazy. Or I'll invest in myself when I feel more ready, when I have the finances lined up. Here's the thing, you guys. Life doesn't slow down. There's always going to be another work deadline. There's always going to be another type of event. There's always going to be another reason why now isn't the right time. And if you keep waiting, you'll just be in the exact same place next year wondering why nothing changed. In my opinion, that is the worst position that you could possibly be in. If you have on your heart and on your mind right now that you want to change something, you don't feel comfortable in your skin, you don't like the way that you look, maybe it's showing up negatively in your work, in your relationship, in partnership, whatever, and you know that you need to make a change, you know you need to start working out, you know you need to start eating better, but you don't do anything, this next year could go by, you could be in the exact same position. And the truth is, you guys, you don't need more time. Those of you guys that are like, I wish there was more hours in the day. 24 hours isn't enough. I need to sleep less so I have more hours to do all of the things that I need to do. You don't need more time. You need to start making your goals, making yourself a priority within the life that you already have. You mean to tell me that you can't remove something at the end of your day? For those of you that scroll, for those of you that sit down on the couch and watch TV, you can't remove that from maybe a 30-minute workout. You can't remove that to one of those things or 15, 30 minutes to figure out some healthy meals to eat for the next day. You mean you really can't tell me it? Like, these are all just excuses. And what Paige told me on the call, because there was a specific podcast that really made her change, that really kind of, like, I asked her, I was like, what was that one realization that was like, I need to change? She said it was a podcast that I recorded on excuses. I don't remember what episode it was. But I'm definitely going to remake it and bring it back. She was like, I had all these excuses for all of these things in my life, but I didn't have any excuses for what was going to serve the person I wanted to become. And I was like, holy cow. Like, think about that right now. Like, what excuses do you have to actually do better for yourself? There should be absolute crickets. Like, if you think about it from that perspective, you just aren't making things that are of value to your future self a priority right now. Like, you're not making the time. You have all the other time in the world for other things that aren't supporting the goals, that negatively are impacting where you want to go. So what you need to do is you need to make the time within the time that you already have for the priority of where you are, where you want to be. When you start taking action, I like to say that I'm the person that runs into a room and then figures out what room I'm in. I am the type of person that loves to take action. I don't like my mind, excuses, things to come in the way that are going to point me in the opposite direction of where I think this next step could take me. Because the more that I ruminate on it, and it kind of goes into the whole like Mel Robbins 5-second rule, is like, and maybe not, I don't know why that just popped in my brain, but it made me think like you need to act within 5 seconds or else things are going to creep into your brain. She even talks about it like in the morning when the snooze button goes off, or in the morning when the alarm goes off and you hit the snooze button, you have all of these now the next 9 minutes, because I think that's what the iPhone is, and even Echo and Amazon, that you have the next 9 minutes to come up with all of these, to get more comfortable, to come up with all these excuses why you shouldn't wake up. But instead, what should happen is that alarm goes off 5 seconds and you're out of bed. Because this is the thing, you guys, action creates clarity. not the other way around. Like a lot of people think that they need to have everything figured out before they start. Everyone needs to think that they need to have the perfect plan and the perfect workout program to follow and the perfect macronutrients and they wait until they have the perfect strategy and the perfect mindset and the perfect all of the things. But clarity doesn't come from thinking about taking action. It comes from actually doing the damn thing itself. So I mean, like, yo, just go to the gym and then like you'll figure it out along the way. What's that saying? Fake it till you make it. I mean, I kind of believe that. Like literally just start to like, okay, maybe even a step back from just going to the gym. You guys want to eat better? Cool. What's the first action you could do? Throw all the shit that's in your house that doesn't serve you eating healthier. Just throw it away. Don't think about it. Just like go into your refrigerator. Open the fridge up. Is there ice cream in there? Cool, throw it out. Is there snacks in your pantry that are like overly sugared and processed or whatever? And throw it out. Just throw it out or go donate it. If you guys are like, oh, I spend money on it, go donate it. And then go and replace it with something that's going to serve the goals that you're striving for. Hey, while you're listening, if you're getting value from this episode, take a moment to tap that review button or share this podcast with a friend. It's a small gesture that goes a long way in helping more women find their way to feeling stronger and more confident in their skin. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to support this show. And vice versa. Like, I don't have the perfect plan. I don't know how to work out. Like, I get that. And you're not alone because that was me at the beginning of my journey. But I did something about it. I looked on Pinterest and I was like, Pinterest. Here's a workout list that I can go and do back day. I remember it specifically. I was sitting in a lecture. I think it was pharmacology for nursing school or medical med 101. I don't remember maybe med research, one of those two. I was learning about drugs. Or I was learning about how to write papers on medical research. I hated that class, but it doesn't matter. I was sitting in a lecture room. And I remember being on my phone because I was that bored listening to the teacher. Hopefully that teacher isn't listening to this. And I was looking at Pinterest and I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm going to go do back day today in the gym after this. And I had no idea what those exercises were. No idea what a bent over row was or what a lat pull down was. Because honestly, back was a muscle that I've never worked in my entire life. You know, being a chick, I was like legs, booty, shoulders, arms, back. I had the hardest time engaging my lats. I'm sure you guys can resonate with that too as well, side note. But I saw a back workout and I'm like, okay, cool. But I have no idea what these exercises are. You know, the next thing that I did, instead of being like, oh, I don't know what this exercise is, I'm not going to go do it. I went to YouTube. There's this cool thing called YouTube where you can copy and paste or type in the workout in the search engine, or you can even go to Google and you can copy and paste it in the search engine. And voila, it gives you videos on showing you how to do the exercise. And that right there, it gave me the confidence and was like, okay, I'm watching them do this, taking mental notes. I'm going to go into the gym, or even I can bring these up in the gym. I can watch it 3 seconds before I'm going to go do the exercise, and I'm going to go do the exercise. When you start taking action, I didn't have the clarity until I started doing the thing. And so I was like, cool, workout, Pinterest. Oh, cool. Here's a cool back workout day. Cool. I don't know any of these moves. I could have easily given up. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to go Google them. I'm going to go watch them, right? And that more clarity, what I'm saying is like clarity comes as you start taking the action. Clarity doesn't come from thinking about taking the action. It doesn't come from waiting to take the action. It comes from actually taking the damn thing and doing the damn thing and taking the action. What I mean is you don't need the perfect workout plan. You need to just go to the gym, move your body, or do what I just said. You don't need to know every macro calculation. You just need to start making better food choices. Like I said, you don't need to feel motivated. You need to build the damn discipline by showing up consistently. You're not going to wake up motivated every single day, but what you can do is build a discipline muscle. Is like, okay, cool, 5-second rule, I'm up. Man, I do not feel like going to the gym, but despite how I feel, despite my emotions and me not wanting to do this, I'm going to go do it anyway. And you show up. Taking action, my friends, this is what builds the confidence. Taking action is what creates the momentum. And once you start moving, You'll figure out the rest along the way, I promise. And who cares if you're not doing perfectly? Who cares if you mess up? Who cares if, if all, like, who cares? It's up to you to just start showing up for yourself. And the only one that's going to keep doing that is you. Nobody else is going to come save you or tell you what to do or control you or X, Y, and Z. Like, it is all in your hands. And all you need to do is take the action. Because I promise you, that is what's going to build confidence. You're like, oh, okay, cool. I just went into the gym and I had this back day workout. And I had no idea what I was doing before, but I prepared myself to do it. And now I'm here inside the gym and I'm working out and I'm like, I feel confident in myself. Right? Or even if you buy into the program, you join WarriorBabe and you're talking to, that's like, don't even worry about the action part. I mean, you're going to do the action part, but you don't need, if you buy into a program and you have a coach and they're putting the whole plan together, they're putting all the nutrition together for you, you don't have any guesswork of what I said, of going to Pinterest and then going to YouTube and figuring out all these things. You literally have someone telling you exactly what to do, and then you just need to go take the action. That's what I'm learning from all these success stories. And you guys can go watch them, like I said, on our website, WarriorBabe.com. But they were like, I felt like someone was in my corner when they joined WarriorBabe and someone was holding me accountable. And I had to do all of these things because if I didn't, I would let somebody down. Who wants to do that, right? And so them taking the action in that way was what built confidence that way for them. And then that created momentum. And then they started like getting the results that they wanted. But all you need to do once you start moving, like jump it. If you're like me, jump into the room and then figure it out when you're in the room. I think that's probably one of the best things that someone has ever told me because it's so accurate and so true. But I know that I have confidence in myself that I'm going to figure it out the rest of the way. And so will you guys. And how, if you are like, okay, I hear you, Nikki. I know I need to take action, but maybe you are somebody that's like, I'm stuck in my head, or I want to do this, but I got, you're allowing the things to ruminate. There's excuses ruminating. I can't do this. I'm afraid to do this. What if I fail? Or you're thinking like, I get it. Like I need to stop waiting, but like, where do I even start? Here's what you need to do. You need to identify one specific thing, just one thing that you can do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Here we go. Ready? Maybe it's that you need to start drinking more water. Do that right now if that's you. Maybe today you need to go for a 10-minute walk. Go do that today. Maybe, and this one's getting a little bit accelerated, but maybe if you're like, that's me, I'm going to jump into the room, I'm going to figure it out. Log your food for the day. If you're listening to this in the morning, I challenge you to get MyFitnessPal. It takes 2 clicks. You open up the App Store, you type in MyFitnessPal, and you click on download. Maybe 3 clicks or 4, regardless. It's really easy. And then you can just open up the app instead of opening up other apps that you do throughout your day, and just pay attention to MyFitnessPal for the day and start logging your food. The thing is, just start small, but start right now. The second thing that you need to do is set a 24-hour goal. So instead of overwhelming yourself with like this massive long-term goal, commit to one thing for the next 24 hours. Again, just one thing. And so one thing that you can do right now was you could drink more water right now. Okay, I'm going to drink more water with you guys. Right? How much as easy is this? I just drank more water. That created action. Maybe half of a water bottle. And then go for a walk. Log your food, okay? That's something you can do right now. The point that I'm trying to get across here right now is that these short-term wins, and this is what I love to preach on, that you can make short-term wins every single day. You can do something like this every single day that will build to your long-term success. And then one last thing, stop thinking and just do it. Please just stop thinking and just do it. Action will always beat overthinking. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like the 5-second, if you, or jumping into a room and then figuring it out, like if you say if it's on your heart and it's on your mind, and then all of these other thoughts start to come up. Can I do this? Am I enough? I don't follow through with things that I start. I know that and I feel that because that used to be me. If that's you, you totally can. What you need to do is just start taking action and stop overthinking. You don't need another program. You don't need another pep talk. You don't need another plan. You don't need another reason to wait. You just need to take the first step. And some of that, you guys, may be these small things, or some of you guys have seen WarriorBabe's ads multiple times, because I've heard this on the interviews too as well, multiple times. Maybe you've even seen it for a year now and you still haven't taken the action to join us. Maybe it's the first step that you just need to set up your call with one of our enrollment advisors, have a chat about what the program is even about. How can it serve you? How can you, being a part of our community, expand our community? Because it's a team. We work together as a team. Some of you guys are not good fits for us and some of you guys are great fits for us, and vice versa. But you guys won't know that until you set up a call. So do that. Go to WarriorBabe.com, go apply, and set up your call. Take the action, because here's the truth, you guys. Your future self, the one who is stronger, the one who's more confident, the one who's thriving, isn't waiting for the perfect time. She's waiting for you to start. So stop waiting. Stop making these excuses. Stop convincing yourself that later is the answer. When everything is lined up, I'm going to be able to take on this program, or I'm going to be able to start eating better, or when my kids go back to school, or when school ends, or when spring break comes around, or maybe next season. Later is just a lie that we tell ourselves to avoid taking action. Start now. And my friends, please, start now, even if it is freaking messy, even if it's small, to the points that I said, even if you don't feel ready, even if you don't think you're enough or feel like this is something that you're going to start and then never finish. Because taking action is the one thing that will change your entire life. All right, guys, if this episode resonated with you, please send it to someone who needs a little extra push today. Tell them, hey, like maybe if it's something that you guys are living the same narrative and saying the same thing, but you don't want to do that anymore, and you want her to come on board or him to come on board, and your coworker to come on board, and you guys are going to be accountable partners, and you guys, you could be the one that starts that whole thing and makes a change for the both of you. So send this to somebody. And guys, if you guys are ready to stop waiting and to start making real progress, check out WarriorBabe. Go to WarriorBabe.com, because the only thing standing between you and your goals is just the decision to start. All right? All right, my friends. I love you all. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Until next time, take action, stay consistent. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out. Real quick, if this episode resonated with you or gave you the push that you needed, I'd love for you to pay it forward. Drop a quick rating and review, share the podcast with someone who might need it, and help me keep spreading the word. Your feedback not only helps the show grow, but it might just be the nudge someone else needs to kickstart their transformation. Thank you so much for your support.